You're waiting for a change of heart from a monster, Jawaharlal. London is burning, and you're still asking permission to be free. I refuse to let India remain a British footstool just because you're picky about who hands us the ladder.
It's not about being picky, it's about the price of the ladder. You're trading a colonial master for a fascist one. To me, Tokyo is a plague, not a partner. I'd fight a Japanese invasion of my home with a sword in my hand before I'd welcome them as liberators.
Then you'll be fighting the only men willing to put a rifle in an Indian's hand. While you write letters to the Viceroy, I'm going to build an army that doesn't take no for an answer. Tokyo, 1943, 2 years later. Bose hasn't just built an army, he's crossed 2 oceans in a submarine to prove he's the real deal. In a sterile, high-ceilinged room in Tokyo, he sits across from the architects of the Greater East Asia Co-Prosperity Sphere, and right in front of him sits General Tojo.
We admire the fire, Mr. Bose, but let's cut the diplomacy. The INA will operate under Japanese command. We provide the planes and the bullets. We dictate the target.
You've got the wrong man, General. The INA is an independent force. We serve one interest, India. We are allies or we are nothing.
Bold. Do you remember Mohan Singh? He thought he was an ally, too. We broke him the moment he questioned our commitment. Why won't I do the same to you?
Because Mohan Singh didn't have 45,000 veterans ready to die on my command. If you want a puppet, go find a politician. If you want the British Raj to collapse from the east, you need a general. My men don't salute the rising sun. They salute the soil of Delhi. The tension is a physical weight. Subhas Chandra Bose is gambling on a cold truth. Japan needs an Indian face to legitimize its march toward the British frontier. He's the only one who fits the uniform. Later, under the dim lights of a Japanese garden, Raj Behari Bose quietly warned Subhas Chandra Bose about Japan's real intentions. He reminded him how Japan had taken Manchuria by claiming a right of conquest and feared the same could happen to India, even to the Red Fort. But Bose already understood the risk. He wasn't planning to hand India to Japan. His strategy was different. Instead of leading just a rebel army, he wanted to establish a real government, the Provisional Government of Free India. With its own banks, territory, and international recognition, it would act like a sovereign state. So when his forces crossed into Imphal, they wouldn't appear as a Japanese force. They would march as a nation reclaiming its own land. It was a masterstroke of legal warfare. On October 21st, 1943, Bose didn't just give a speech. He founded a government. He gave his soldiers a country before they had even won the war. But as he watches the Japanese officers in the distance, his mind isn't on the enemy in front of him. It's on the one back home. I can handle the British. I can outmaneuver the Japanese. Those are just wars of iron and blood. But men like Nehru, they're the real danger. He's so hungry to be the rightful heir of a broken nation that he'd rather see India swallow itself than see me succeed. History doesn't care if your hands are clean. It only cares if they're holding the keys. Let Nehru wave his sword at the clouds and play the martyr. I'm putting mine at the throat of the empire, and I won't let go until the throne is empty.